Hey everybody, welcome to a special episode of Chibi No Podcast.
Not special, it's just our Chibi reviews.
That's what I'm saying. Chibi reviews. Jeez. So, anyways, this is a special review episode of Dragon Ball Super, episode 50. Let's do a quick introductions. I'm Mr. Worldwide.
I am David Smashman.
And back, it's Maju Tech Guy.
Woo. He's back. We're gonna review episode 50. Tons of stuff happened in this episode, like a lot of stuff, and a lot of more questions are coming up that we have no idea of. Mm-hmm. But let's give a little review. Again, we're going to talk about spoilers in this and about episode 51, about the preview. Mm-hmm. So Miles is going to give us about a minute summary of what happened. Then we're going to go into detail of stuff that stuck out to us. Okay. Hi, Miles, go.
So, episode 50, Goku vs. Black, The Road Towards the Sealed Future. So this episode is kind of what we've been kind of building up to. We've been kind of expecting to happen, and we've been really anxious to see it. Finally get to see the fight between Goku and Black. Pretty much, I really loved the animation this time. Thought it was very well done. Goku, right off the bat, he turned Super Saiyan 2, which is nice. A proper Super Saiyan 2 animation, unlike last episodes. He actually had the 3 hairs. There's only a few moments in punches where we're back to Super Saiyan, so I think that's some of the animators' faults on that. But for the most part, we see Goku fight hand in hand. We kind of predicted some things that were right. We thought where Goku got hit into the rocks from last week's preview was maybe Goku didn't turn Super Saiyan, or, you know, it was just him fighting in base form, which it was. He got hit in the rock base form, then he comes out, and then he turns Super Saiyan. It's like, okay, here's the real fight. They start fighting. They seem pretty equal at first. And then we kind of get into what David was theorizing, too. He got the prediction right about the ring. Taking him into the past. We got some details on that finally. Beerus and Whis confirmed on that the ring is a Kaioshin's ring.
Yep.
But even though Beerus said this, it's still not confirmed. He says that no way that Black is a Kaioshin because he wouldn't look like Goku, but still he said he didn't know who he was. So we'll leave that to further speculation, but we do know that the ring is a Kaioshin's. We don't know how he got it. We do know that it can manipulate time. It said it's for kind of reverse. It's not meant to go into the past. It's supposed to be meant to go to the future and then go back to the past, not go into the past and then the future. It's kind of a weird reversal like that. And Whis confirmed as well that he can't skip time. He can only just go back 3 minutes. That's it. That's as much as his time goes and does anything. It seemed like Beerus and them were going to be pretty upset. I thought they might have stepped in because this shouldn't be happening, but I think they're just letting Goku kind of train and do a thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, as Goku is fighting Black, he tells him to do his full power, and Black wants him to do his. They never really seem to do it, but Goku's like, you know, if you're not going to do your full power, I'll force you to. And then Goku kind of powers up in his 2 form and punches Black pretty hard. And you can tell Black's kind of getting some beatings here. You know, Goku's getting some hits, but he doesn't look like Goku's really feeling it much.
Yeah.
It's kind of how I depicted it. So Goku looked like he's really holding his own, like it was nothing. But when eventually his Black keep getting hurt, it was weird. But the portal, the rift that he came through, keep sucking him back in. Eventually, he got sucked through and disappeared. And then we see Black in the future, and he says, "What did he say?" He said that he's like, "Well, at least I don't need to worry about Trunks anymore. There's no one here else to stop me to take over the Earth, destroy the Earth." And I was thinking, makes you wonder why. But anyway, we'll get to more of that stuff later. And so we see that he's back in the future, and now he can't get back. That ring will not allow him. And Beerus and Whis also confirmed that once that thing's gone through, he can't come back to the past. He's done. The only way to get there is to go to the future to see him. And then, anyway, before he gets sucked in the portal, he did destroy the time machine last minute. So Trunks was sad because he couldn't get back to his own time. And he's all sad, and Bulma's like, I can't make another one of these out of these notes. And then she has an epiphany, and she remembers that she had the time capsule from Cell from his time period. Yep. So she goes and finds that. It's still rotted. It still says hope. It's really cool. I really liked that. And then we see a great moment with Dago's favorite moment probably is where, you know, Trunks is let down, and that's when Vegeta just looks at me. He's like, don't give up, you know. He's like, don't give up. We'll figure this out. So then you see the time machine, and then pretty much that's kind of the rest of the episode, if I can think of it, and then it kind of skips to the next one.
Let's
Oh, wait. I will go to one final stretch. And then at the very end, David got his theory right. It was with she kind of moved her hand, so she's alive. So there's that theory there. And then it kind of ended after that. So that's kind of the summary.
After that, let's go into a few things here that Miles kind of point out already, but we got to
kind
a
of
few things that
summarize
he might have missed.
Sure.
One thing is that
Well, you said a minute summary.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that
I
was
tried.
like 3 minutes.
I tried.
So one of the things that we learned about Black is Black knows who Vegeta is.
Oh, yes.
Because he looked, he said Vegeta.
So it's more of the detailed stuff.
And then he says, like, and he knows Bill's. Like, obviously, Beerus is going to be there. Like, he has to know him. Like, he's pretty sure the same.
Yeah, he knew who
one
Beerus
before.
was. He knew who Vegeta was. Goku.
There's that. And then another thing that that Beerus said is, like, it's Goku fighting Goku, but this Black Goku has a very different key to him. It's very different. And like Miles said, he confirmed that he's not a Kaioshin, because no Kaioshin that looks like that. But if you also remember, Black also said, I wanted to fight, he's referring to Goku, I wanted to fight you in this form.
This form. No,
Goku,
he said in this body.
In this body or form,
which
whatever.
I thought that kind of holds to my prediction still, but we'll see.
Yeah, and then he's like, and then Goku's like, what are you talking about?
And then he knows,
like,
he's like, it's too soon for you to know that right
he's like,
now.
it's not important for you to know. And then when he's getting sucked back in and he's getting hurt, he says, this pain is what's going to make me stronger. And Goku's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And so you see that he gets stronger as he gets hurt, which goes, but it's learning. But a lot of people are speculating was maybe it's because of the body that he has, that he has a Saiyan body. And as we know, Saiyans, they grow stronger. Miles told me this. They grow stronger whenever they, after every fight.
Zenkai boost.
Yeah, they have the Zenkai boost. And so they're like, well, maybe this is how Black gets stronger. Maybe that's how he kept getting stronger when he kept fighting Trunks. But again, we don't know. Like, Trunks confirmed that
he
Black
also
was a little bit
mentioned that
stronger.
Black was a little stronger in the future.
He's a little bit. No, he said he's stronger now, a little bit, maybe, probably, but Trunks doesn't really know.
It was kind of funny too when Vegeta hears that. He's like, "Oh, well, then that's no problem. This is easy." And he's just like, "What?" He's like, "Goku wasn't using his full power." He's like, "Well, what about that form he's using earlier?" It's like, "No, we're farther than that."
He even says like Goku has a bad habit to never show his true power till the end.
And I think, like, wouldn't Trunks know that? But then when I really think of it, Trunks really only saw Goku fight Cell once. He's only seen him fight once.
And that was during a serious time.
Trunks would be... I thought it was great for the animators and the developers and creators to remember that.
Yeah.
Because that is true. Like, when you really think about it, Trunks has only seen Goku fight once. He doesn't know about the bad habit, because when Goku fought Cell, he was full power.
Yeah, they sparred for a little bit, but that wasn't that much.
Pretty much,
Yeah, but the big difference was the whole Earth was at stake, and Goku knew Cell was stronger than him, so he had to fight at full strength. Whereas everybody else in between that, he was playing around, learning. So that's how he was.
Yeah,
so that's my thing.
So there was that, and again, what was some other things that popped out really quickly? Again, just a lot of stuff that one thing is that the God of Destruction doesn't use the ring. He kind of said, because remember Trunks asked him, "I need to use your ring, Beerus summon." He's like, "It's like you have some nerve asking me this." It's like, by the way, it's like, I'm a God of Destruction. It's like the only ones who can use these rings are Kaioshins. And like, and he also said that this ring is meant to go to the future. He says there should be no possible way that this ring ripped this space and time.
Well, no, remember he said that it took in the particles from when Trunks went into the past, so it went and manipulated that. So that's
no,
how
but he still
Black was
said
able
there
to.
still wouldn't have been any way.
Yeah, but that's the only way. Like that's the way it was able to.
So, but either way, that rip wasn't able to hold off. And again, this confirms that Black really had nothing against Trunks or wanted to specifically defeat Trunks. It's just because Trunks was the only one that was opposing him. And so that's why he wanted him out. So now that Trunks is in the future and can't get back, supposedly, he's like, well, now I'm just going to destroy the rest of this.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty sure that's pretty much everything that's happened in this, unless anything else before we go into the preview.
I mean, if you want, you can kind of... Well, never mind. We'll get that to the preview.
No, nothing really.
I think
okay.
Pretty.
Let's talk about. Let's talk about.
Hold on. I'll back up one second.
Okay.
Is there a moment you need to talk about with Vegeta?
I
Just to get it out.
I just like how
I know you.
Like I've been stating, like Vegeta's changed so much as a character throughout the Super Series, and Trunks was about to give up, and Vegeta, out of anybody, is like, "Don't worry, we'll take care of this. We'll find
a way.
We'll find a way." And Trunks had this look of astonishment, like, "Is this really my father? This cold-hearted man, like giving me comfort?"
You saw him, like you saw in Dragon Ball Z. He literally shot Trunks out so that he could fight Cell because he was getting in his way.
Yeah, and
like you saw how prideful he was.
And
like
you can see he's completely 180'd. He still has his issues,
His
but
pride, I guess.
his pride is a lot.
he still has pride. He's not arrogant.
That's what it is. I love that.
He's more smarter now. I mean, he's always been smart. But
He learned to not get into his rage when he's using his fighting techniques.
Because when we think back, I mean, when we've learned a lot about his character, you think back when he's fighting Hit, and everybody thought he was being a little ridiculous by powering up, and he seemed like he's in rage and God form, but really that wasn't it. He just really thought he needed to go full power against Hit. He wasn't really trying to be angry. He could have done the thing like Goku did, but his strategy just came off a little different, and unfortunately it failed. But I don't really see him in the rage factor like he used to be as much.
Yeah,
anymore.
and I like that. But that's just my thing I enjoyed about that episode was just seeing.
Right, I thought I'd let you give your
Trunks.
moment.
Yeah.
No, and again, I like the little piano they had in there because it had the piano slow of the opening of Dragon Ball Super, but they play it slowly, and it was really cool when they had that touchy
music,
moment.
yes.
Yeah.
So it went like bam bam ba-dum, bam bam ba-dum, bam.
I want to ask you, what did you guys think of the outro music? Since we just got
Don't
a new
like it.
outro.
I like it either. I
I
like the animation stuff they did. I thought
they
it was
did like
really cool.
the manga stuff.
They did like manga, and they did
I
like
everything for the ending except for the music.
Yeah, the music was horrible, and I really thought our
it
last
didn't set the tone.
No, it wasn't Dragon Ball, but I thought the last outro we had was very well done.
Well, I mean,
I like the music of the last one.
I would have been
personally.
okay. I would have been okay with the outro, the music being there for like the tournament, just in the sense of it's not a serious thing. It's more like fun. But this being such a serious arc and Trunks and everything, they shouldn't have had that music for that. It should have been something a little bit more serious. But
I mean, they always do the slower songs, but it could have been like more of like a darker, slower song.
Yeah, but this
that's
wasn't
my
a slow.
thing.
This was like a poppy, upbeat one.
That's what I'm
which made
saying.
it weird.
I mean, like I'm thinking more like a slow Evanescence or like Flyleaf kind of thing. You know, like it's just for reference purposes, but it's just like I just didn't feel how it didn't fit compared to the dark arc we're in.
It's Memorial Clover. I mean, if you know this band, which you probably don't, they also did the song for Resurrection F, and it was really like upbeat too. And I was like, yeah, I didn't like it. But let's go to the preview. Preview
51
was awesome because preview obviously you see Mai. She's good
alive.
now.
So
She
you got your
survived.
prediction right.
Yeah, that prediction right. We see that Trunks goes back to the future. This is the thing though. We don't see anyone else go back. I'm pretty sure.
like I said, it's probably editing. Editing to make it
editing.
look like.
But that time, it's probably editing because that time machine only takes one person back. So what if Volma could somehow make it to where it's more like the capsule core, like space capsule?
Kind of like keep the core engine or whatever, but expand it.
Yeah.
So it's like a ship.
Yep.
They could do that. But again, the odd thing is, remember that when Trunks was going to go fight Black and Vegeta stopped, he's like, no, you cannot beat him in this form. We already know you're not strong enough.
Didn't he say you'd train him?
I don't know if he said train, but I
It was
remember
just
he said,
kind of implied
I remember
in a
he said like, stop, you're not strong
Yeah,
enough
he
to
did
beat
say
him.
that.
But then you see Trunks go Super Saiyan, and it looks like he's going to go fight Black.
He's probably Super Saiyan 2,
Well,
but yeah.
the thing is, we don't know how long it took for him to get there. Maybe a whole day went by, and then Goku and Vegeta took Trunks to
we don't know.
the hyperbolic time chamber.
Because I don't know if I could see
We don't
Whis
know
or
what's
Beerus
happening.
training Trunks, though. It'd have to be Vegeta or Goku training him.
Again, if they have food, they can
And
go into
Whis'
that
training thing. Yeah, that could have given them a huge boost. We don't know what happens. They're just giving us small parts, and that could be all at the end of the episode. That could just give us the last 30 seconds of the episode, and we think that they're fighting the whole time. But Trunks just starts fighting.
But
What's the next name? What's the episode's name?
Episode
next?
51 is called Mai's Feelings Transcend Time.
Okay.
Trunks and Mai.
What do you guys think about that
This
title?
is my theory, is that Trunks finds out somehow that Mai is still alive.
Of course.
And this is one of two things. I think either
Black's going to hold her for him to come to the future.
it might be that. I think, too, that because Trunks finds that out, he wants to go back as soon as possible. He goes first.
Right.
So since he goes first, maybe he leaves something for Bulma and them to come back to the future or whatever, but he goes first, and that's why he's fighting Black right now. Because somehow he's gonna know that. Somehow he's gonna go over there first. It might be that. I mean, I'm not sure.
Okay, no, that's good. That's a good one. It just makes you wonder because it's like, why else would Trunks want to go back to that future if there's no point? Because there's hardly anyone alive. The only thing I can think would be Mai. That's the only reason I can think of it. And he'd have to know some way that she's alive. So that I'm wondering if that ring's he's gonna be able to at least, maybe he can't come back to the past, but maybe he can like transmit like some kind of talk or something to Trunks, somehow communicate to let him know. He's like, you know, if you want Mai alive or whatever, you have to come see me. And then like Trunks freaks out and he's like, I got to get back to the future. That's the only thing I can think of to get him to go like right away. But I'm also hoping, because it kind of looks like we kind of have that rise. This was a build episode, and now we're kind of down at the bottom again. I wonder if we're gonna get some training, maybe Vegeta,
I could see
Vegeta and
something
Goku helping
like
him
that.
out. The thing is, I'm getting sick of Goku always like going to get the first fight, like as always. It just be kind of cool to get like Vegeta to go in once in a while. I know it's always about Goku, but it's like I'm just kind of getting a little annoyed.
Well, this series should be more about everybody now. Like
Yeah, I
Goku
agree.
and Vegeta sharing the mantle.
I mean,
of the hero.
Vegeta's just as strong as well after the Kaioken thing, but you know what I mean?
That's
like,
such a heavy toll, so I wouldn't use that.
Yeah,
Well,
I know.
what you mean, but yeah.
but I'm just saying, I kind of wish. I mean, he's that strong, but we don't really see Vegeta get to do as much as I was kind of hoping.
It's all the writers. They gotta fix
Yeah,
that.
it's just a little too. I don't know. How do you feel about that, David? The whole
Again,
kind of more Goku instead of Vegeta all the time.
Well, specifically for this arc, again, I feel that Trunks needs to be the hero.
I agree,
Yes.
but I just mean how Goku jumped in a fight instead of Vegeta, and he's like early worm gets the bird or whatever that.
That's just Goku.
I know, but I mean, are you liking that, or you kind of wish that Vegeta would kind of get some time?
I don't know. Like the thing is, like I think Vegeta. The thing about Goku is, I think Goku loves fighting more than Vegeta does, in the sense that he loves testing out his power.
True.
Whereas Vegeta is more like he's at a level right now where he has no real threats that he can see, and if he does fight, like he's not gonna rush into it. He wants to kind of see like what's gonna happen here, what's my best option. Whereas Goku it jumps right in there. He jumps right in. Let's go.
That's how his evaluation.
That's how it was with
Frieza.
Beerus.
With Frieza too.
Like Goku. I mean, Vegeta knew who Beerus was, but he wasn't gonna go and ask him, "Hey, let me fight you." I mean, that's just how Goku is. Like, he's always been like that. He always wants to test his limits, regardless if the person's evil or not.
So, as for power levels go, I just want to know. I mean, Goku is fighting hand in hand Super Saiyan 2 against Black in a normal state. Do we believe that body can be used to go Super Saiyan?
What body?
Black's body.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you guys think that theory could still be the white Super Saiyan hair?
Possibly.
That's still my theory.
I think he's gonna lose that body soon. Not soon, but probably in the next few episodes.
I still have the theory, and Dave, you talked about this a little bit on the phone. I still believe in a way like Black has. It's the only way for him to know Goku and Vegeta. It's something to do with them in the afterlife. I still have a feeling that Black has something to do. If he knows the Kaioshins, he knows Beerus, he knows Vegeta and Goku. I mean, we've had some theories with Vegeta in his body, but I'm just saying, like, for him to know them, he's from future Trunks' timeline. The only way that we know that those guys exist are in death.
Yeah, and again, we have to read the manga again because, I mean,
it doesn't depict.
It doesn't really say whether or not they had bodies. The only thing we know for sure who had a body was Goku.
Yes.
And according to the manga, according to the anime. Vegeta didn't have his body because he was evil. And they gave his body back so he could fight Boo. But, and then, again, I think this is filler, is you see Frieza.
We'll think like Dabura getting his body, and he's all nice all of a sudden.
And he has like a soul. Again, we don't know if that's filler or not.
Yeah, we don't.
We have to read that again to see what
that's the problem. We haven't actually read the manga on that to know that part. But
I've read up to like Cell, but I haven't read Boo.
Yeah, I haven't read Boo, and I'm just kind of curious about that because everybody depicted hell on these fillers when really we saw the hell for the first time was when we saw Frieza in the cocoon.
And he had
a body.
But when they resurrected him, he had his body in pieces.
Yeah, so it's just there's a lot of misinformation we don't really know.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm wondering like how Vegeta is. We don't know if him doing the act to fight the androids and try and save Earth, maybe he got his body from being the only like one of the heroes from, Future Trunks arc. We don't know. But I'm just speculating that for him to know Goku, him to know Vegeta, him to know Beerus, him to know Kaioshins, like it's somewhere in the afterlife.
Yeah.
And Goku, I'm pretty sure he got Super Saiyan 3 there as well. I'm sure Goku and Vegeta probably ran into Beerus at some point, maybe. I'm just speculating. Like, we don't really know. Mm-hmm. We know that Beerus says he doesn't know who he is. He just knows he's not a Kaioshin because he wouldn't look like Goku. But he knows he's not Goku as well. So I still believe that he possessed Goku's body somehow, and he has some reference with the Kaioshins. That's my theory.
Yep. Well, that's it for this episode. I mean, let us know what you think.
My bad.
No, let us know what you think in the comments, and let us know if we're right or wrong. Great episode. Can't wait for next episode. As always, it's not Goten. Yes, that's our outro. It's not Goten.
Yeah.
As always, this is Dave the Smash Man.
Mashateka.
Mr. Worldwide.
And this is Chibi no Podcast.
Woo!